Hi, everybody. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Stoddard. I'm going to be teaching Chemistry 112 here at DCC in Danville, Virginia this summer. It's a 5-week course. It's really fast. Let me give you a brief overview of the syllabus, the grades, and whatnot. I've been teaching here, like I said, I think I said, for the past 10 years, and I like teaching chemistry, and I'll take good care of you as we go through the course. Feel free to contact me through Canvas messages. Anytime you need anything, I'll try to help you out. When you get into the home page, you have this, and I do not suggest just clicking on this content here because you'll bypass all of the lectures. Best way to go is through modules and take a look at the different modules. So for now, what you'll want to do is click on syllabus and course information. And a critical thing to view is the course schedule. Let me click on that for you. And you can download this definitely as a PDF, for example. And it lists the day that a certain item is introduced and when that item is due, okay? So for example, Chapter 10, Part 1 are lectures. And the item that's due is notes that you take on those lectures. And that's due 2 days after we would technically do it in the class, okay? Lab 1 safety is due 2 days after that, and so on, okay? So there's no class on July 4th, okay? And there's different labs listed here, and exams are in bold, okay? Exams are unique in that they are only allowed to be taken on the day that they're issued, okay? So take a look at that. The other thing that you'll be able to find in the syllabus and course information is the full syllabus here, the registrar catalog. So I just wanted to point out last day to withdraw is July 18th if you want. With full tuition refund, last day to withdraw is July 1st, okay? My office hours and contact information is in there, but basically to contact me, click on inbox and create a message and message me through Canvas. I have the Canvas app. I definitely recommend having the Canvas app for rapid communication back and forth. Let me take you really briefly through the syllabus here. So here's the syllabus document online. If you want to view it that way, it's just copied and pasted from here. But here's the syllabus. If you click here, you can download it, okay? And so I prefer you use Canvas messaging. I do check my email maybe every 4 or 5 days, so I might catch it if you send it to my campus email, okay? Now, first of all, this class and lab are 100% online. Please check with the college you're going to be transferring this course to verify, please, that they accept online labs for credit, okay? Let me zoom in a little bit here. All right, so we're using the OpenStax textbook, and that's completely free. There might be a button or something saying donate money. That's optional, okay? Don't worry about that. You could view it online. You could view it through the app. They actually have a OpenStax app. And then also you can download a PDF, which is pretty big size, but that's possible, okay? You do need a scientific calculator. You can buy that on your own. All right, so here's the grades, very important. Notes are worth 20% of the grade. I'll show you where those are in a bit, but those are basically like a worksheet that you follow along as you take notes on the lecture, okay? Quizzes are worth 20% of your grade. Quizzes are at the end of each chapter, basically, okay? Homework is 20% of the grade, and that's issued one homework per each of the chapters. Exams are 20% of the grade, and they cover 2 chapters, okay? Each exam covers 2 chapters, except exam 5, which is 100% cumulative. Now, some of the exams do cover 10% of the old material, okay, so just be aware of that. And laboratory reports count as 20% of your grade. The lowest is dropped, okay? And that's about it, okay? There's some attendance information, and then there's more detail about the notes, okay? I grade them plus, check, minus, okay? They're very briefly graded or commented on. Quizzes are multiple choice, fill in the blank, things like that. And you can take those as many times as you want, but there's a 15-minute lockout between each attempt, okay? I do show which questions are marked wrong and what your response was, okay? Homework as I mentioned, is they're kind of written assignments. Some students prefer and like to type math out on Microsoft Word. Other students prefer to print the assignment out and just use scratch paper to work the problem and present it in the spaces. So it's up to you how you turn this in, but it's going to require some kind of pencil or whatnot for drawing maybe a Lewis structure or drawing structures, and definitely doing some math. The laboratory, like I said, is all virtual, and I have prepared a series of YouTube demonstrations for that. Um, Normally, each lab would take 2 to 3 hours for you to come into the lab, get your goggles on, your gloves, your lab coat, set up, and get all the data, and write all the answers, and turn them in. Because the videos are very brief, I've got everything set up. You just see me add 2 things into a test tube and record your data right away. It saves a lot of time. If you want, you can choose to work with one other person as a lab partner, and I will give you a 10% bonus on your lab score. It's described here, and I'll show you. There's a discussion set up in the, I'll show you where you can meet your students, meet your fellow classmates. Okay, so exams, like I said, there are 5 scheduled exams. They're open book, open note. I don't use lockdown browser or anything. You can refer to your notes or the textbook or Google or whatever you need to do. You just can't receive help from a tutor or a live person, okay? Here are the exam days and when they're scheduled. Take a look at those. The final exam is called Exam 5, and that's on the last day of class. We do have free tutoring. Please take a look and consider getting free tutoring, okay? It's described here. There's the contact information, and that's about it. Let me show you a module and what it looks like, and then I'll let you get started with your stuff. So, you have different chapters here with topics, and if you click on chapter 10, what I have is a day, so you'll know, oh, I'm on day 1, Each chapter is going to have a little bit of information about what things you need to know from that chapter. Or for example, hey, I'm skipping this section in this chapter. Here are the notes. Let me click on this so you can see what it looks like. It's indicated with a pencil icon. I don't have the files here that you can click, but you would click on the Word or the PDF or the Pages document that you want to download, and this is what you fill in while you're while you're watching the videos. Okay, so videos A through D correspond to notes 1. So let's go back to that module, and you can see below notes 1 you have video A, video B, video C. So if you click on one of these, it's just going to be a YouTube video. So you can click the play, or if you want, you can click this button to expand it out, or you can watch it on YouTube, for example. Sometimes I have timestamps that can allow you to jump around the video, and that's very useful for lab, for example. So you watch these videos, you take the notes, and then you turn it in. To turn in an assignment, I'm sure we all know how to do this from virtual classes, but you click on Start Assignment, and then you click Upload a File, and you browse for your file, and you just submit it, right? Each module is going to have a homework assignment, like I said. So notes is going to cover these first 4 videos, and then notes 2 is going to cover these videos. So there's a second notes due. And then if you click on the homework 1, that's going to be your homework problems that you're going to also submit, okay? Now this is chapter 10, I think. So after chapter 10, right below this, I haven't created it yet, there's going to be a link for quiz 1. Quiz 1 will cover chapter 10, okay? And then you move on to chapter 11 and keep on going. Now down at the bottom are where all your labs are. So for example, Lab 1 Safety. If you've already taken Chem 111 with me, it's exactly the same lab, so you can see what you missed and tidy up those questions and resubmit it. Otherwise, you need to watch the videos and do the lab. So the safety lab is right here. It's a PDF. It describes a lot of safety information and what to do, what not to do. And then the videos are here. There are 2 videos, one prepared by me walking around the lab and showing you where things are, and then a second video showing what can go really wrong if you don't follow directions. Each lab has normally a pre-lab, okay, and a report. A pre-lab might be like a quiz kind of format where you have to answer some questions. There's an unlimited amount of time, and you can do this as many times as you want. Some questions just ask you what color, what happens, or this is, for example, define this term, or what happens with this, or whatever. Okay, and you click submit, and that's called the pre-lab. That's worth 25 points, and your actual lab reports are worth 75 points, with the exception of lab 1, which is just, there is no report. It's worth 100 points. Your reports, if you click on lab 2 report, for example, you have these Word documents or whatnot to fill out as you go along the procedure. Lab 2, for example, you want to watch the procedure, and I always use this little, I forget what that thing's called, but you want to use this, video icon here to remind yourself, oh, that's the video. And so, for example, this is in a playlist with 15 different videos. If you want, you could just hop around to, I don't know, whatever part you want. Sometimes I just give you the data, okay, and I show you what happens with a test tube. Other times I actually discuss, hey, this molecule looks like this, and this is why it does what it does. And in the introduction, I remind you of polarity, which you may not remember from Chem 111. Anyway, I'm sorry this is so quick and brief. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer as best you can. Take a look through the syllabus, and just make sure you're turning in things when you need to. Definitely make sure you have the course schedule printed out or saved to your computer so it can help guide you when to do what, all right? Welcome to the class, and I look forward to working with everybody.